The topic of this video is Gami chicken and beer. Specializing in Korean-style fried chicken, Gami is a franchise based in Melbourne. Gami's story began in 2006 with the founder Ryo Yoon in Carnegie. With years of hands-on experience with Korean cuisine, Ryo decided to focus on perfecting a recipe for fried chicken and sauces, and sharing one of his country's favorite food to the world. Our delicious piles of chicken quickly attracted droves of dinners. The word soon spread, and there are now Gami chicken stores across Australia offering quality and delightful food. This presentation mainly talks about the internal environment, industry environment, business level strategy, and strategy implementation.
Let's talk about the first part, internal environment. In the resource aspect, GN and others said, resource are broad in scope. Resource covered a spectrum of individual, social, and organization phenomena. There are two types of resource. The first type is tangible resource. It has financial resource and the physical resource in this case. Financial resource include the firm's ability to generate internal funds. In Gami chicken and beer, they put in 13,000 of saving each in 2006. The physical resource is sophistication and location of the firms. Gami chicken and beer opened their first store in Melbourne CBD in 2009. The second resource is intangible resource. It has three aspects: the human resource, innovation resource, and the reputational resource. For the human resource, they have two people worked in hospitality, and two of them worked in marketing and sales. They have knowledge to health and organization. They also have two ships. They also have the skills. They are friends for several years and trust each other. For innovation resource, they got a good idea. It is they love chicken and beer and they sell what they love. What is more, there was no Korean-style fried chicken in 2006. For reputational resource, the bold name Gami chicken and beer they had. Gami means beautiful taste in Korean. That's all the tangible and intangible resource of Gami chicken and beer. Gami chicken and beer not only has resource, but also got competitive advantage. There are four criteria of substantial competitive advantage in strategy management. The first is valuable capabilities. The second is rare capabilities. The third is cost to imitate capabilities. Cost to imitate capability has historical, ambiguous, and social complexities. The last of substance competitive advantage is non-substitutable capabilities. The valuable capabilities help a firm neutralize threats or exploit opportunity. Gami chicken and beer open 12 years already, and the managers are all from Korea. The food's very traditional. The rare capabilities are not preceded by many others. They studied business and IT in their university. They have knowledge, but many people who opened a restaurant, they didn't go to university today. The cost to imitate capabilities are other firms cannot easily develop. The first aspect, historical, is unique and a valuable organizational culture and brand name. Gami chicken and beer has opened 12 years. It has valuable culture and got the Gami chicken and beer brand name. The second aspect, ambiguous, the cause and use of competence and unclear. At the beginning, Gami chicken and beer just had chicken and beer, but nowadays, Gami chicken and beer also have other traditional food in Korea. The third aspect, social complexity. Its interpersonal relationship, trust and friendship among managers. Gami Chicken and Beer's managers have more than 10 years friendship. They believe each other. Those are caused to imitate capabilities. The last substantial competitive advantage is non-substitutable capabilities that are not strategy equivalent. Gami Chicken and Beer is the first fried chicken in Melbourne. They have different relationship amongst managers as well. This competitive advantage made Gami Chicken and Beer more and more popular in Australia.
To explain the industry environment of Gami Chicken, we are using Porter's 5 forces model. In Melbourne, there is not only Gami Chicken sell fried chicken. Gami Chicken face increased competition with a growing number of Korean fried chicken restaurant openings such as Darling Chicken in Melbourne and the Sparrow Mill in Sydney. Korean fried chicken has a low entry barriers of the industry. Entry barriers are advantages that existing industry have relative to new entrants. So the return of Gami Chicken is not good at the first month. The bargaining power of supplier of Gami Chicken is strong because the supplier of Gami are large and few. And Gami Chicken is just selling fried chicken. Therefore, there is no suitable substitute products like beef or pork. Also, chicken as the supplier's good is critical to buyers' marketplace success. However, the bargaining power of buyer is not strong. Not all the output of Gami is selling to buyers, and buyers' purchases are significant of Gami's revenues. Also, the switching costs are low. Like buyers can easily choose Darling Chicken but not Gami for their dinner. Gami faces the threat of substitute products. Gami is a restaurant and there are too many restaurants like Gami in Melbourne, so people would have many choices to choose which restaurant to eat for lunch or dinner. Gami got many competitors. To reduce the intensity of rivalry among competitors, Gami could reduce their price, improve the service in the restaurant, or innovation like create new flavor of fried chicken that competitors could not make. As we mentioned before, if people want to eat Korean fried chicken, they will have many choices like Darling Chicken or Nene Chicken in Melbourne. They are the same strategy group with Gami Chicken because all of them are selling fried chicken to customers. Strategy groups are a set of firms emphasizing similar strategic dimensions and using similar strategies. The competition within a strategy group is greater than between the strategy groups. The key point of strategy group is offering similar products to customers. Strength of the 5 industry forces differ across strategy groups. The closer the firm strategy within strategy groups, the more intense the competition. For example, Darling and Gami are in a strategy group because both are selling Korean fried chicken to customer, and they have similar strength of the 5 industry forces. However, Gami and Dazzle are not a strategy group because Dazzle is a retailer, not a restaurant. The strength 5 industry forces are different and they are not likely have a competition each other. The competition of Darling and Gami is obviously greater than Gami and Dazzle. Here is a strategy map. It can easily explain the competitive advantage within a strategy group. Darling gets more kinds of food than Nene, like traditional Korean style soup and dishes, but Nene just have chicken and chips. The price of Gami is much higher than KFC. Like you may pay $10 in KFC for a meal, but for Gami you may spend $20 or more.
An organization's core competence should be focused on satisfaction customer needs or preference in order to achieve above average return. This is done through business level strategies. Business level strategy details action taken to provide value to customer and to gain a competitive advantage by exploiting core competence in specific individual products or service markets. Business level strategy is concerned with a firm's position in an industry relative to competitors and to the five forces of competition. The purpose of business level strategy is to create a difference between the firm's position and those of its competitors. Because the positions are different, the firm must decide whether it intends to perform activities differently or to perform different activities with competitors. There are five types of business level strategy. In order to position the firm, company usually will choose one of them. We will briefly explain this strategy before we discuss the business level strategy of Gami Chicken. The five strategies are low cost, focused low cost, best cost provider, differentiation, focused differentiation. The low cost provider strategy is the firm offer relative standardized products with features or characteristics that are accessible to customer at a low cost competitive price and to attract broad buyers. The broad definition strategy that the value is provided to customers through unique features and characteristics of an organization products, rather than by the lowest price to attract a broad cross-section buyers. The focused lower cost strategy organization not only compete the price but also select a small segment of the market to provide goods and service. The focused differentiation is organizations not only compete based on differentiation but also select a small segment of the market to provide goods and service. This strategy that seek to serve the needs of a particular customer segment. The best cost provider strategy is to create more value to customer, but they pay less. Firm offer efficiently produce products with some unique figures. Gami's business strategy is a broad definition strategy. First, they aim to serve hand-cut, chemical-free, and cage-free chicken, served with local grown vegetables, which make Gami chicken is more accessible with customers. This is a broad market. Second, the taste is being further supplemented by the golden ratio 17 herbs mix seasoning, which delivers several flavor of Korean spiciness, sweetness, and sourness, which make Gami chicken is different with normal fried chicken. This is narrow definition. Also, Gami chicken has a reputable profile at markets. They keep and attract customer by their good brand. One is related to internal environment. Gami chicken has good results. They use all organic growth products to make quality food to satisfy customer needs. Also, their special and tasty flavor is an important part of the core competence, which help Gami chicken has more advantages than their competitors. When it comes to related with the external environment, they have new local industrial supply chain to make sure on the quality of food and the healthiness of how they run their business. But there are still some likeness between business strategy with those two environments. With the development of others new restaurant, Gami chicken may face the threat of new special foods. People may find a new substitute. In a long run, Gami chicken may show a decreased trend. Also, Melbourne is a matter of culture, so more different kinds of foreigner food will come to this market. It's a challenge for Gami chicken.
Okay, now let's talk about strategy implementation. Strategy implementation. Strategy implementation is the sum of the activities and choices needed for implementation of a strategic plan. It is also the process of putting objectives, strategies, and policies in action through development of programs, budgets, and procedures. Gami chicken and beer structure. Gami chicken and beer uses simple structure which focuses on a small team who found the company, and the team itself makes all the important decisions. In this stage, the company has little formal structure which allows the team to directly supervise the employees. Now, Gami Chicken and Beer implements simple structure as the business is small and at the early stage of its life cycle, and there are no hierarchy level or departments in the business. Although the number of stores and franchises of this business is increasing, the business still uses simple structure as there are few employees and managers in each store, so there are no hierarchy level in the business. Also, there is one manager and one line of employees who report to managers, and even the franchises are controlled by the initial owners. Okay. Now let's talk about some benefits of simple structure. One advantage or benefit of the simple structure is that the goals of the business is clear and there are no formal role for employees, which allows them to move and work where they are needed. So this freedom gives them a sense of belonging and ownership in the business, which leads to better motivation and performance of all employees, and therefore the business's overall profitability and growth. Now this structure is beneficial for Gami chicken and beer. As for the Gami chicken and beer, food is the foundation of their business, and to them, people are what makes a huge difference. So in order to retain employees, they can establish a sense of belonging in employees through this structure. Now we are talking about some disadvantages of simple structure. A disadvantage of simple structure is that management is centralized to owners. It prevents employees' share of knowledge and creativity, and the structure needs change as the business size grows. This means that as the Gami chicken and beer business grows, in order for the business to remain successful and competitive, the business has to adapt to other structures such as matrix structure. What is matrix structure? Matrix structure is a structure in which employees have to report to both functional and product managers. This structure will be useful for Gami chicken and beer as it will enable managers of each store to manage employees, and it enables the owners to have control over the operation of stores that will enable them to keep their competitive advantage by providing quality food and well retain their brand image. Gami chicken and beer also uses total quality management, which ensures the provision of high quality and tasty food. Total quality management is an extensive way of improving organizations' total performance. This point indicates that total quality management allows a business to provide high quality products and hence attract more customers and gain competitive advantage, which lead to overall better organizational performance. Gami chicken and beer uses total quality management by ensuring that the quality of the food is good, as they provide high quality of hot sauce and crispy chicken. They control the quality by fixing the problem if any problem arises with their quality of food.
Following the research of Gami chicken and beer through the internal environment, industry environment, business level strategy and strategy implementation, we found Gami chicken and beer has the sustainable source of competitive advantage. It satisfied the four criteria of sustainable competitive advantage. It adopts the total quality management. Those are the sustainable source of competitive advantages. But our research not everything about Gami chicken and beer. It has more competitive advantages need to discover.